Yay! Hello! Welcome back, everyone, to the We're Just Girls podcast. We are your hosts,
Lana Hart
and Erin O'Day, and we are just two girls who love females. Female friendships, guys.
We do. We love our little...
I'm frozen.
Freeze frame.
Freeze frame.
Freeze frame.
Yeah, female friendships.
For anyone who is just listening and not watching,
it was a freeze frame.
Yeah, freeze frame. Anyways.
Yeah, we are just girls who love... We love girls. We are big girl fans. And
we love our gal pals.
We have more guy friends than we do girlfriends. We have primarily guy friends, but we want to today talk about the importance of female friendships because especially for girls in your 20s, having a female friendship is a lifeline. It's everything, honestly.
And quality over quantity.
And
then maybe we'll talk a little more books at the end.
Yeah, I do have a book update on Silver Flames. Look how, guys, for those of you who are just listening, I'm sorry, but those of you who are watching, producer, check this out. Look how far in I am, guys. Can you even believe it? I just updated my Goodreads, and I'm 78% of the way through. I'm on chapter 58, which is crazy.
How many pages do you have left?
I'm at 595, and I don't want to look how many pages are in the book in case I see a spoiler. But it's like 700 something.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because there's 80
so you're
chapters.
About to get into the SJM 100.
There's 80 chapters in the thing, and I'm on chapter 58, and I feel like to be on chapter 58 and be this far in, and to have to go to chapter 80.
I feel like the chapters.
Anyway, sorry about that disturbance. What were we talking about?
I feel like the chapters go pretty fast at the end.
But they've definitely been much shorter. But that's so crazy the way it changed. Because I'm on chapter 58 and I'm 78% of the way through. But anyway.
So at the end of this, we'll have a book talk,
book update.
Book date.
Book date. But yeah, we really want to dig in deep to the importance of female friendships because we got really lucky with our female friendship, especially in each other.
I was going to say.
Struck gold, I think, personally. We met in high school. Except, actually, we went to pre-K together.
We did.
We did go to preschool together.
Technically, we met in preschool, but we never even knew it. So
not until we were in high school and you were looking through your preschool pictures and you're like, oh my God, there's Erin.
Wait a second.
We went to preschool together.
Know that face.
And then we became friends again in high school. And we have never stopped being friends since then.
Yeah, and that's the story of us.
And we became super extra duper close, obviously, in college. And we lived together in college.
Yes.
And both of our boyfriends lived together.
Yep.
And that's how I met my fiance through Lana.
Yeah, because my boyfriend's best friend. So yeah.
It's pretty crazy. It's really pretty crazy. Also, guys, it's really late right now that we're recording. We had so many technical difficulties. It's 8:15. We were supposed to start recording at 6:30. Yeah. And so if we sound a little, it's because we're tired.
Yeah, and we were just playing Minecraft while we were waiting for the technical difficulties.
Lana got me onto a Minecraft.
Yeah, so I tend to be a bad influence like that.
I think you've gotten me into every habit I've ever.
You into Minecraft. My one friend at work, she started drinking Dr. Pepper because of me. She never drank soda in years, and now she has a Dr. Pepper every day at lunch.
You're such an influencer.
I am, and not in the good way. And that's why female friendships are important, so we can corrupt each other.
The good influence is you got me into reading.
True.
Well, that's a really good influence.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be reading if it weren't for you.
I just bullied the shit out of you until you started reading.
And you know what? It worked.
Yeah.
It worked because I was a stupid idiot before. And I literally, when I was talking about where I was, when I was telling Lana where I was in the book, I literally was like, oh, I watched the scene because I got so into it that it was a movie in my head.
No, I say that all the time. When I read books, I'm watching a movie. I'm not reading. I'm watching a movie.
Oh, it was phenomenal. But let me just talk about it now. The scene that the scene. The chapter that I had just read was when they went down to the Court of Nightmares for winter solstice, and Nesta and Eris danced. Oh, guys, Nesta dancing. The way they described it, I wish I was that good. I wish I was half that good at anything. That it, after 3 dances, made Eris propose marriage. I wish I was half that good at something. Unfortunately, I'm not.
She is.
Nesta is so fucking cool.
She is. She's
and the way,
fucking badass.
The way Cassian was describing her as she was walking in with Feyre and Elaine. The way Cassian, he described all of them beautifully. And then the way he was like, Nesta. And described her with such adoration. It was so hot.
Makes my heart weep.
It was so hot. And then the way that he literally couldn't handle it anymore and butt in when she was dancing with Eris.
I mean, the tension, though. I'd butt in, too.
Oh, my
God.
God.
Was him because the tension.
Nesta was letting that tension fly, too. She was feeding into it in the best way possible. Because that's what she had to do. That was her job.
She did.
That was literally her job of the day, was to get Eris to fall in love with her. And Moore literally was like, you're going to make him crawl. And she fucking did.
She fucking did. She is that bitch, always has been that bitch, always will be that bitch.
God, she's so fucking cool. I love Nesta so fucking much.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
God, I love her.
Fuck you, Nesta haters.
Yeah, honestly, fuck all of you Nesta haters. I'm sorry if that isolates a portion of viewers, but fuck you guys, because we are Nesta stans. I literally have never loved a character as much as I love Nesta. I really fear that's the truth.
Oh, just wait. You'll love some other characters more once you get into other books. But Nesta is one of my... Oops, I'm kneeing the crap out of this.
Bless you.
But
yeah, I love Nesta.
Nesta is one of my favorites.
But that was just a mini book update. I keep saying book date.
I kind of like book date.
It's a little book date, literally.
Yeah.
But I actually cannot wait for the next book of this series. And I know you've said there's been like some conspiracies and teasings or whatever that it's about Elaine. And I really hope it is, because I want to get more into her.
Yeah.
She is so interesting to me. I really want to get more into Elaine.
I hope it she's interesting because I feel like we just don't know enough about what's going on in her head. But she's also like a little bit boring.
Yeah,
but
she's kind
I'm
of like
hoping
a
that if there exactly. So I'm hoping if there is a book from her perspective, it makes her interesting.
I mean, because before we got into Nesta's perspective, she was just a bitch. And then we got into her perspective and we're like, oh, she's so much more than that. So Elaine might seem like a little shy little doorknob right now, but if we get into her head, I think she's going to be really interesting. I think
so too.
That's what I hope, at least. I really want to get more into her, and I really want to see her and Az and Lucian's whole thing, because I remember telling you about
who would you want her to end up with?
Well, I remember when she first was made and Lucian was like, oh my God, she's my mate. And I was like, fuck, I love Lucian so much that I want him to be happy. So I want him to have Elaine. But then when I felt the tension between Elaine and Az, I was like, that would be so hot. And I think Az and Elaine would be so good together because they're both shy little, like to keep to themselves. And I feel like they might actually bring something out in each other. Like break each other out of their shells, which sounds like that doesn't make sense if they're both like, what's it called?
Quiet and shy. And
introverted.
Oh yeah, that's the word.
Yeah, they're both introverted, but I feel like together they might actually bring a little extroverted side of them out, which doesn't make any sense, but in my head it makes sense.
When you read it, I feel like you get little glimpses of it. I am conflicted on what I want to happen with Elaine. I'll just tell you don't find out anything about her love story really for the rest of this book. And the only thing is, if she ends up with Az, the only thing I don't like is, like, it's too simple if all three sisters end up with all three of the bad boys.
I agree.
Like, it's too...
obvious.
Yeah.
It's
like
predictable.
it's too just like, okay. But there are some crazy theories that go along about Elaine and who her true mate might be. And that maybe someone's covering up for somebody else.
Wait.
There are theories. There's nothing in it about this book. This is strictly people theorizing things.
When you said covering up for someone else, my thoughts immediately went towards more.
Oh, no. No, but that would be crazy.
Also, the other chapter that I read the other day, Nesta's friend, Emery, I think she has a thing for more.
Oh.
Because Emery was in the library because she was like, oh, I wanted to see where you two work, blah, blah, whatever. And Moore had just finished her dancing lesson with Nesta. So Moore was like, I have to go meet Clotho, so I'm going to go to the library with you. And Nesta was like, Emery can't stop staring at Moore, and like her cheeks flushed a little bit.
That part.
So, and Emery literally was like, I forgot how beautiful she is.
Ooh.
So I think Emery has a crush on Moore.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Which would be so awesome.
That would be
crazy. I would love it.
No.
But Elaine's mate? No, who are you?
So do you want to hear the theory? No. There's
that
theories.
Would be crazy.
There's theories with
actually.
Eris and other people, but
see that? My water just splooge. It
no,
just shot right back
no,
up
I didn't
at me.
see your splooge.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, we said Eris and you splooged.
Literally, I can't help myself.
No. So there's theories. So you know how Feyre, when she painted the dresser, she painted, the night court for herself because of Rhys and her mate. And Elaine has always been really into flowers and has painted the drawer like flower. Well, Feyre painted it for flowers.
And Cassian literally said, Elaine does not look like she belongs in the night court.
Like she would thrive in
the spring court. Don't say it's Tamlin. Don't say it's Tamlin. Don't. No!
That's a theory. A theory, not the main theory.
No! No! I want Tamlin to literally rot alone. I want him to die alone in his little beast form. Oh, I'm gonna roam around in my little beast form so I can feel strong. Whatever, Tamlin! We don't want you here! Nobody enjoys your company! Okay? Anyway, I need to calm down.
Have you heard that sound on TikTok?
Yes.
That's like
she's screaming. She's like, I need to calm down.
She's like, I'm an adult. I need to calm down.
That's me right now.
Was you
That's me right now. Yeah, fuck Tamlin. And if Elaine's mated with Tamlin, what if he treats her the way he treated Feyre? And Elaine wouldn't do shit about it either. She would let that happen.
Yeah. So it's a theory. It's not fully
what if Tamlin has like a distant cousin who can like take over his throne?
I thought his whole family was dead.
I think it is, but maybe like he has like a distant
and his
cousin
entire
somewhere.
court at this point.
Yeah, they're
Isn't
all
like
gone.
His entire court turned against him and his entire family's dead.
I wish she could have mated with Lucien when he was still living in the spring court and when everything was good in the spring court. 'Cause Elaine would have thrived.
Yeah, exactly.
She would have done great there and then.
It's so hard because I won Lucien. I can't say his name properly, guys. I'm so sorry.
Lucien or Lucien?
Lucien. I want him to be happy. I do.
Me
but
too.
Elaine clearly is not about it, and I want her to be happy too. So it's hard because I want them all to be happy.
I know, but Elaine also has not given Lucien a chance.
She hasn't, but
like I wish she would give him a chance because I think he could be really good for her.
I think they could be good together, but she's just like
she's been so not about it from the start. He shouldn't have immediately said out loud, "Oh my God, you're my mate."
Yeah,
he shouldn't have said that immediately out loud.
It might have just been like the shock of it.
The shock
but
factor.
That's where some of the theories with I just shocked myself on this as I said that. But that's where some of the theories come in that Lucien was covering up for Tamlin. Like maybe when the whole situation happened, Lucien realized that Tamlin and her were actually mates and wanted to cover it up, and that's why he immediately freaked out and was like, oh, she's my mate, to cover it up so they didn't have to. It's just a theory, though.
Okay, well, I don't know if
really
hope it's not
stands
real.
on solid ground or whatever the hell the saying is.
Yeah,
but
if it had, I know what saying you're trying to
I mean, there is some reasons why it probably wouldn't be true, because what's going on with Elaine right now? I don't want to spoil anything, but I think this happened in one of the last books. I don't think this happens in this book.
She hasn't really been. She doesn't talk to Nesta anymore. She's mad at Nesta.
She's not all like floaty and spacey anymore,
no,
right?
No, she's lucid.
I'm pretty sure this.
She's lucid.
I'm pretty sure this happened in Wings and Ruin.
When she was all floaty and
where they had like Lucian like almost like go into her mind, not go into her mind, but like try and tug on the bond.
On the bond. Yeah.
So I think that happened in Wings and Ruin, right? Yeah. So because of that,
she didn't like that.
Yes, but that's kind of the reason why people are saying that the Tamlin theory wouldn't be true, because that happened. But that's all I can say, because you haven't read other books yet. But
I also want to know more about Az, and I want to know more about what. Like, every time I look up, like, Az fan art or whatever, they always talk about the shadows that are constantly around him, and none of the fan art really portrays that. I want to know what he looks like with the shadows trailing him and the shadows all around him.
And whispering to him.
Like, I want to know what that looks like, and I'm just... Az interests me so much. And Elaine interests me so much.
Daddy.
So I really want to see, like, if the next book could be from all three of their perspectives, like how this one's from Cassian and Nesta, but like third person.
Yeah.
If the next book could be Elaine, Az, and Lucian's perspectives, that would be my dream come true, because the three of them interest me so much. And I remember when I was reading ACOTAR, the first one, I remember telling you, like, Lucian was the only one I liked. I didn't like anyone else in that book.
I was like, why do Feyre and Lucian
have more chemistry? I remember talking to you about that. I was like, I want them to fuck.
Why do I want them to fuck?
Like, get Tamlin out of here. Yeah. He was never... No, I actually did love him in the first book. I mean,
we all did. If you didn't love Tamlin at the beginning, you're lying to yourself.
You're
we all did.
Lying.
Like, we all might have been like, okay, it's a little dry, but we all kind of were like, oh, but you know, it's great.
Because you felt like you had to.
Once it got more into it, then you liked it. At the very beginning, it might have been like
hating Rhys. Because he was kind of like a douche under the mountain.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I remember not really liking him that much.
Yeah.
Because he would, like, paint that, like, stuff on her body so that he could touch her.
And basically also, like, get her drunk and make her dance and stuff. But then, I mean, he explains all the reason.
That he got her drunk so that she wouldn't have to remember any of it.
He explains the reasoning for every bad thing that he did at the time, but before we knew the reasoning behind it.
We didn't like him, and we liked Tamlin.
Which I still thought he was kind of... I used to say he reminded me of Randall from Monsters, Inc.
Who, Rhys?
Yeah.
Ew! I'm like, Steve Buscemi? That's who plays Randall.
Well, not him. Like, literally the character Randall. Like, in the first book, for some reason, I couldn't visualize, like, an actual, like, person looking something. I was just like, it's Randall.
Okay.
My sister, who had finished the series, she was like, you have no idea how funny it is that you're saying Rhys is Randall from Monsters Inc.
Crazy.
And then I think at the very end of the first book, I texted her and I was like, maybe he's not Randall anymore. I actually am kind of bricked up by him every time he shows up.
God, I love Rhys.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's kind of been annoying me this book.
Yes.
But when he was down at the night court for this last chapter that I read, I really liked him a lot because it was like that glimpse of the first Rhys that we saw. Where Cassian was like, everybody here knows that if they even look at Feyre wrong, he's going to shred their minds. Like, from the past 3 books, Reese was like, "Oh, sweet precious Reese, he was such a little teddy bear,
you get
so
to see
cuddly,
the little
soft." But I kind of missed
intimidating,
the dark,
scary.
Yes,
the morally gray.
Yes. Like I kind of missed that Reese, because from Mist and Fury, when he brought Feyre down there before they were like even a thing at all, and he was like that dark, scare. Every time he goes to the Court of Nightmares, he's that Reese, and I love getting a glimpse of that Reese.
I'm a little bricked up every time I see that Reese.
I love getting a glimpse of that Reese.
I love a more
and I missed him.
Character.
I missed him.
Yes, there's also people who think that the reason why Reese is kind of annoying in this book is because you're reading it from Nesta's perspective.
True.
And Nesta and Reese hate each other.
Oh my God, I never even thought of that.
That's why Reese seems so unbearable, because you're reading it from Nesta's perspective and they can't stand each other.
I never
And the rest
even
of the
thought
books,
that.
you're reading it Reese from Feyre's perspective, so it's...
Oh my gosh. Wow, that just...
Right? Mind?
I didn't even think of that. Duh.
Mic drop.
I'm still new at reading, okay? So I don't get all of these little things, too.
This is why once you finish and you can scroll through all of the TikToks and Instagrams and post about it, because I don't think of these things either until I see it, and then I'm like, oh, who would have thought?
Yeah, because Reese is so mean to Nesta, which he does have a fair point, that Nesta let her 14-year-old sister go out into the woods to feed their whole family. Like, so I get it. And Nesta was horrible to Feyre, who he loves more than anything in the world. So I get why he's so mad at her. But also, that was all in the past. You've got to let it go, dude. She's trying really hard to better herself and be a better person. And she's trying to be there for her sisters and for the whole court. Like, she's going down, she's learning, having dance lessons and working and training and going down and dancing with a douchebag like Eris. So freaking hot.
Who's so hot. A
like,
douchebag who's hot.
He's got to cut her a little bit of slack. And I feel like he hasn't cut her any slack yet. And I just want him to cut her a little bit of slack.
I can't wait for them. I feel like they have to eventually
be friends,
besties, and I can't wait for that day.
I'm waiting for it, and
I'll be devastated if it never
I
happens.
will be so mad if they don't. Not even if they don't become friends, but if they just don't soften everything and can tolerate each other and like can make little jokes and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. We ran away on this book talk.
I know. Just kidding, guys. The book talk is at the beginning of the episode, if you couldn't tell.
We love the book talk.
Well, once we get started, we can't stop, you know.
The other biggest thing I want to talk about from what I've most recently read is Gwyn giving Emery and Nesta their solstice presents of the chapters that she wrote about the three of them training to be Valkyries, and the way Gwyn like held their hands. Oh, I just thought of another thing I wanted to talk about. Sorry, but the way Gwyn held their hands and was like, "Our stories deserve to be told." And Nesta was like getting all emotional about it. And I was like, "Oh my God!" I loved that part. But then the other thing that this just made me think of, I don't know why that led me there, but Nesta sat in her room and had the house light a small fire and sat there the whole time and got through it until it burnt out. And I literally like highlighted this whole part because she was like, I don't know why, like I feel like I want to cry. I feel like I want to get up and like whoop and like cheer because she was like, I didn't do much, but I did something. I made an effort and I got through it, and it's a small step. And I was like, I resonate so much with that, where you're like, I literally, because sometimes you need to start by getting out of bed and making your bed.
Yeah.
And you do that, and that's a victory.
Exactly.
And just sitting there and listening to a tiny fire, and just, even though she was so uncomfortable and so in pain, she sat there through it. That was a huge victory for her, even though for someone who has no clue what she's going through would be like, oh, so what, you just sat next to a fire until it burned out? Like, that's stupid. But that was so huge for her. And I literally was sobbing, crying reading it, because it was so, the way SJM wrote that whole scene was just so perfect.
And that's part of the reason why I love this book so much, is because it just really, it's so accurate on what it feels like to be in that position of needing the small victories, being depressed, being lonely, how it feels when you finally do have good friendships and just all of the little details. It's just such an accurate representation of it.
She nails it.
She does.
She nails it. And it is empowering for me to read that, where I'm like, okay, if Nesta can do this, then I can literally do whatever I need to do.
Exactly.
And I did something huge for myself today.
Slay.
But anyway, yeah, I loved that scene. And I loved
so good.
And I love Nesta. And I love this book a lot. And I really don't. I've slowed down so much because I don't want it to end. I don't want it to end.
I get that, but
I want to see what's going to happen.
I know.
But I don't want it to end.
It's okay. I have things that will help fill the void for you.
God. I need
you're gonna read Fourth Wing next. Yep.
Fourth Wing.
I'm shoving it down your throat next.
Good. Is this part of Fourth Wing?
Yes, that's the newest one. That's the third one that just came out.
And is this one good? I've heard a lot of good things about that.
Yes, it is good. I really enjoyed that one.
Okay. So I have to read them both.
There's no spicy in this one, but it is still good.
Like,
there's
boring.
romance. There's romance, just no spicy.
Boring.
Fourth Wing, there's a spicy.
Okay, give me the smut.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
And let me tell you, Shadow Daddy, enemies to lovers, smut.
Yeah.
Furniture might get broken.
Wow. I'm going insane. Sorry to the people who are just listening and can't see what's going on. And if I scream...
Actually, it might be better if you can't see what's going on.
Sorry if I screamed in your ears, guys. Shut up. Anyway. We literally wanted to talk about female friendships and we just went off on book talk.
Well... Let's just dive into it for just a little bit because, Nesta has friends.
Nesta has friends now.
We're going to talk about the importance that is having good female friendships because
she has changed so much since she's had those friends.
And having that support makes such a big difference. And I feel like it also shows the quality over quantity type deal where it's like, these are the people that she can trust.
And it helped the other two. It helped Gwen and Emery too. Because poor Emery with all her wing stuff and living in Windhaven with all those Illyrian freaking douchebags.
They all had so much trauma that they worked through together.
Yeah, it was great for them. And that's what female friendships are for.
Yep.
It's literally the whole point of we listen and we don't judge. That's what a female friendship is for. But also, sometimes you do need a female friend who might judge you a little bit and be like, okay, no, that was wrong.
Yeah.
Or no, you're being ridiculous. You need to stop feeling that way. To say maybe you're down about some stupid little skinny ass boy who treated you horribly and you're feeling down about it. You need the friend who's going to be like, okay, I know you're really hurt right now, but he wasn't the one. I gotta be honest with you, he was not the one, okay?
That's such a nicer way to put it. I thought you were gonna be like, you need a friend to be like, fuck that boy.
Well, that
too, but you put it in the nice way. It's in the
stages. You've got to, at first you gotta be there, I'm so sorry you're going through this. This is such a horrible pain. I'm here for you for whatever you need, blah, blah, blah. And then if it's going on a little while where they're still moping around over this boy, okay, he was literally 110 pounds and 5'9" and had the freaking broccoli top on his head and wore pajama pants every day. Okay, you don't need to cry about that little tiny baby boy anymore. Go find a man like Cassian who's gonna treat you really well in bed. At least get someone who's gonna satisfy your needs. Okay, let's go. Anywho.
I was just so stunned by that. I was just like,
yeah, you go ahead.
I was like, speechless, no notes.
But we had a Galentine's.
Yes, we did have a Galentine's.
Some of our old friends from high school.
Yes, which is why we're in our We Love Girls era because it was just so nice to have girl time.
It was. I mean, so like, fun.
Because we hang out all the time and I always have the absolute most fun anytime it's just the two of us. But it was also just so nice to like get all the girls together
and do
feel
something
more
girly.
Yeah.
Oh, we like had we did it at my apartment and got it all set up so cutesy bootsy.
Valentine's Day decorations everywhere. We each brought a board, so we had it all set up.
We had little mimosas, and we had little breakfast and coffee and little brunchy brunch. And it was so fun, and we just chatted,
yapped away for hours. until the wind blew us away.
And then that storm. I don't know if that was everywhere, but here in Pennsylvania, that storm went crazy. And the power went out in our building.
Oh my gosh. I thought we were going to die.
It was kind of fun, though.
It was.
It was an adventure, and it was kind of fun.
Because then we played Minecraft.
We did. We played That's when my Minecraft started. It was literally on
All right,
Sunday.
guys, let us know. Should we start a Minecraft channel? Anyways.
Yeah, let us know if you guys want, or maybe even just doing Minecraft episodes.
Well, yeah.
Where we try to play Minecraft.
Let us know if anyone would actually be interested in watching us play Minecraft, or if that's just us.
I'm very bad.
Yeah, like
Lana's very good.
I'm not very good, but
I've seen your world.
If you saw actually hold on, if you saw actual people play it, like
okay, but you're good.
But like I at least know how Minecraft works.
I don't.
She's brand new to Minecraft, so
I'm just a girl,
she's a girl.
Oh, what
it's a
are we,
work
just
in
a
progress,
girl?
and that's why you need girlfriends to play Minecraft.
Have Minecraft sleepovers.
Yes.
Yeah, we love being girls. We love having girl friendships.
Mm-hmm.
They're just the best because you can literally, we tell each other everything. Like
no detail is spared between us.
Not a single one. Not a single detail is spared. Like, and sometimes you'll just be like, oh, I woke up looking beautiful this morning, and you look so disheveled. And you send me a picture, and every morning I'm like, thank God. Like, I'm so thrilled to see it.
Anytime I look unhinged in the morning, I'm like, I have to send Erin a picture of how I looked this morning.
There's never a picture you could send me where I would be like, oh, whoa. Or like I would be like, no, I didn't need to see that. I need to see it all.
Yeah.
I need to hear everything.
Yes.
Give it to me all. I want it all.
And, that's why as much as we love all of our other friends, as I keep saying, quality over quantity, because a lot of times we've gone through this where we're like, why do we have no friends? Because we have each other and that's
all we
fucking
need.
It. But then we realize that's all we need. We came to the realization, what's the point of having other friends? Mm-mm. No, we still love all of our other friends. Don't you worry. We still love all of you bitches out there. But we got over we need to have a lot of friends, which I think that was part of just growing up a bit too. I feel like in college it was hard
because we would be trying to throw like these big parties and we'd be like, okay, who else can we invite?
A sausage party.
It was such a sausage fest.
All of our guy friends
and just us.
Yeah,
and like maybe 2 or 3 other girls.
Yeah,
and one of them was my sister.
Most of the time, the girls were girlfriends of the guys or your sister.
Yeah, like our single guy friends. They did not have that much fun at our parties because...
No, they have fun, but if they were looking to get some, they weren't.
You can't... No, I'm sorry.
And like, the guy friends were, like, our boyfriends' friends. We've just been with them for so long and have been around their friends for so long that we stole their friends. And now their friends are our guy friends.
Yeah, we have a lot of guy friends and... not a lot, but very, very good girlfriends. Mm-hmm. We have some great girlfriends in our lives.
But also, not just with the parties, though. I feel like in college, it was hard because college is normally when people have, like, the most amount of friends. And me and you both transferred, and being transfers made it so much harder to make friends because you didn't have that initial, oh, we're all going to school. We have to become friends with everyone. So we missed that. So we didn't make any new friends when we first transferred to our school.
We just stuck with our little friend group.
Yeah, and you see everyone else having these big groups of friends, or like, a lot of dynamics were changing and stuff like that. So it was hard, especially I feel like in your early 20s, because you're just trying to figure it out.
You're still trying to figure out who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
We're still doing that now.
You're still trying to figure out where you fit in, who you want to be friends with, and like, you're seeing everyone else post with all their girlfriends and they're all their 100 million sorority sisters that they look like they're all best friends on social media, but they're not. I mean, sometimes they are, but most of the time they're not.
Yeah, it's also much harder being a girl now because of social media.
Yeah.
Like, social media really screwed everyone up.
Yeah, because you're just always comparing yourself to everyone. And it's like the FOMO of being like, oh, am I missing out on things because I don't have 20 girlfriends. So
no, and we didn't miss out on anything because we had every experience.
We had each other.
Yeah.
The only things we missed out on was because of the depression.
But we were depressed together. We went through it together. And I still have so many amazing memories from that time of you and me just laying in bed together. Just cracking. Like, you sent me that video the other day of I was sitting in Lana's bed on my iPad. And I was coloring in a picture of Ariel, like from The Little Mermaid. And for some reason, we are both laughing hysterically at it. And I don't even remember why we were laughing so hard on it. I think it's because I made her eyes a weird color. And like we were laughing so hysterically at it.
It was so funny.
Well, yeah, we weren't in our right minds. But it still wasn't something we should have been laughing that hard at. Yeah. And just because we were together.
Also, only us two would find that hilarious.
We can just always find the humor in anything when we're together. We just have the same sense of humor, and we just click. Okay, we're soulmates. Sorry to our men.
We're soulmates.
But
sorry.
We were literally joking the other day that we should kick the men out and we should live together and be life partners.
Yeah, we were like, honestly, we were talking about how we just wanted to decorate our houses and have them be all girly and cutesy, and we're like, oh, we can't because our stupid men won't want them to, and we're like, we love them, so we can't force them to have girly decorations. And then we were like, do we just kick them to the curb and move in together and be life partners and have a girly little house?
We're just gonna have to be next door neighbors and get a she shed in our shared backyard.
We're gonna have a shared she shed, podcast studio, she shed, reading corner,
reading nook,
Minecraft corner, all the corners of the she sheds. One corner podcast, one corner reading, one corner Minecraft. And then the other one for camaraderie.
The other pastime we
camaraderie
and gardening.
And but so we just have to live next to each other and have she shed and
then the boys can have a shared gym.
Yeah, exactly. They can have their own.
They can have a garage gym. So that'll be fun for them.
And this is why I hate men, because this stupid man is trying to get us to stop yapping. Even though the timer did go off.
Like 5 minutes ago.
Okay, real quick before we wrap up, I'm sorry to anyone who is subscribed to us on YouTube. I have been slacking on posting the YouTube shorts lately, but hopefully you just also follow us on TikTok and watch the whole episode so you don't need it. But I fucking hate YouTube shorts because you know why? It's all stupid fucking men on YouTube shorts.
It sure is.
And anytime we get comments on our YouTube shorts, it's an annoying ass man commenting something stupid and ridiculous. And I really don't care about
One of our comments was like, one of them clearly isn't a girl.
That one wasn't even that bad. So many men will just comment and be like, I'm reporting this. And I'm like,
For what?
For what?
For what?
I feel like it is mostly men who use YouTube Shorts. So I've been like, you know what? We're just girls. I don't need these men. So I've decided that I mostly post clips on TikTok.
This podcast is so for TikTok.
Yeah, I'll still do some of like the shorts and stuff, and the episodes still fully get posted. But I'm so sorry if you like to watch our YouTube shorts that way instead of TikTok. But I'm just sick and tired of the fucking men.
Yeah, we're just girls. Sorry, this episode was all over the place. Yeah, it was not what we planned it to be. It was. But we liked it.
But that's how this whole week was, because it's not coming out on Tuesday. Apologies if you were looking for it on Tuesday and it wasn't there.
We had technical difficulties. We had things going on this weekend.
Lots of things, lots of technical things, and it is what it is. But
yeah, now it's almost 9 o'clock and we were supposed to record at 6:30.
Yep.
We be tired, widow girls.
So I guess that's it.
And we will catch you guys next time.
Next Tuesday.
Follow us on YouTube and TikTok, Spotify.
TikTok.
And
we're Just Girls Podcast on all of them.
And we love you so much. Say it back.
Say it back.
Okay. I don't know if you did, but I'm assuming you did, because I'm assuming that you love us too.
It's like Dora.
Yeah. Dora. Anyway, we love you, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
And